My pranams to all Atma Jyotis, divine light of self. Continuing our contemplation on Atma Vichara or self-inquiry. Today I will take up a topic called Karma Yoga. What is Karma Yoga? Let us understand. I am going to open a PPT. So the talk is on the joy of doing or Karma Yoga. What is the joy of doing or Karma Yoga? Let me explain. Okay, so here you are seeing a Nataraja. The Shiva or Nataraja, you have seen a picture, right? What is this Nataraja picture? Have you understood this Nataraja picture? Nataraja is the Shiva. Okay, Shiva dancing is Nataraja. Shiva is the dancer. He is dancing. Where is Shakti or Parvati? Shiva and Shakti are one. The Shiva's dance is Shakti. So can you see Shakti separately? No. Shiva and Shakti are one. They are not two. The Shakti is Shiva, Shiva is Shakti. Shiva when he's dancing, the dance is called Shakti. Shiva doesn't dance, Shakti dance is stopped. That doesn't mean Shakti dance has disappeared. Shiva and Shakti has always one. The dance and dancer. Correct? So the Prabhavani which you see here, around here, is 24 elements. Panchabhutas, Panchatanmatras, Panchakoshas, Panchapranas, Manasu Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta, like that various elements of creation is appearing as Prabhavani. Okay. Are they really there? So this Prabhavani is the various elements of nature is appearing because of the dance of Shiva. Right? So like this, when I move my hand like this, it appears like circle. When I move my hand like this, it appears like something else. The dancer creates various movements and that movement appears as various elements of nature. The consciousness, the dance of consciousness, Shiva, appears as everything. Appears as a mountain, appears as a hill, appears as a river, appears as an ocean. Okay. Are there really objects? There are no objects. It's a movement which is giving appearance of that. For example, when the fan is not rotating, the fan appears to be having three wings. But when the fan rotates, it appears like a circle. Is there a circle? There's no circle. Okay. The circle is an appearance. The movement gives a feeling of appearance. Appearance of various objects. Are you clear? So that's why there are many, everything when the word appears, the Panchabhutas, Panchatanmatras, Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi, all appear. But none of them are there. They are all movements. Movements of consciousness. Correct? So that's why the Prabhavani shows 24 elements of creation. Panchabhutas, Pancha. That's nothing but an appearance because of the dance. That's why Shiva is called dancer. Okay? And Shakti is called energy. That dance of Shiva is called Shakti. The entire world is nothing but energy movement. One moment it appears like this, next moment it changes. So dance and dancer, is it clear? Now what is dance? Please understand, what is dance? Really, what is dance? Dance is an expression of the dancer. Dance is an expression of the dancer, correct? A person does a beautiful dance, it's an expression. Music is an expression of the musician. Correct? So the entire creation is an expression of Shiva. Is this clear? The word called expression is clear. The entire creation is an expression of Shiva. Expression. If it doesn't express, there is silence. If it expresses, the entire world appears. That's why it's called universe. What do you mean? What is the meaning of verse? You know what the word called verse? In English, what is the verse means? It's a song. Song of uni, one. Who is that one? Shiva. The entire verse is the song of Shiva. Universe. It's a creation is the song. And entire universe is a single dance. It's one dance of one. In the dance of one, many appears. Are you clear? So, the dance of one, so it is, there's only one, but it appears like many hands. So the one who is dancing appears as universe. Is the universe really there? No, the dance is there. Is dance there? Only dancer is there. Shiva is there. Can Shiva be seen? No, Shiva is the consciousness. Shiva consciousness cannot be seen. Consciousness is seen only in the expression. Are you clear? So the universe is an expression of Shiva. Is this clear? Every aspect of universe is an expression of Shiva. 5 elements, and you, your body, your mind, your husband, your family, everything is an expression of Shiva. Correct? Is that understood? Expression and expansion. The Shiva, which is not seen nowhere, which is actually shunya, mahashunya, emptiness. The emptiness expands as the universe. Is that clear? Universe is expansion, universe is infinite. In emptiness or mahashunya, you don't know infinite or finite, you don't understand. In awareness, there's no other. So the emptiness or the awareness expands as the universe. So that's called expansion. Expression, expansion, correct? Why is there? Because experience is required. In expansion, there's an experience. In silence, there's no experience. Correct? So now you got 3 words, 3 E's. Expansion, experience, and expression. That is actually 3 words we use for Ranga Jyoti. Ranga Jyoti is our artistic expansion, artistic creation, right? Dance, music and all. That we have given 3 words like Atma Jo Mokshartam Jagaditaya. In that we have used 3 words: expression, expansion, experience. So it's an expansion of Shiva. Is that more clear? Okay. Is this understanding of the universe is clear? Now, in this entire universe, is there ego? Shiva says, I am dancing. Does he see anywhere? It's a completely egoless expansion, egoless expression. There's no feeling of I, me. Expression is there, but there's no what you call as ownership. It's a pure expression. The entire creation is a pure expression where there's no ownership. There's no doership. Why the expression is there is the expression is the joy of doing. Joy of doing is called expression. Why there's an expression? There's a joy. Shiva is dancing with joy. That's why it's called Shiva Tandava. And Shakti dances with him. It's called Lasya. Shakti's dance is smooth, gentle. Shiva's dance is powerful. Lasya and Tandava together is the expression of this universe. Now, in this expression, Shiva doesn't say, I am doing this. There's no brand name. Oh, I am Shiva, I am doing this dance. Shakti doesn't say, I am doing this. There's no ego at all. There's ego only, there's a, right? Understand? It's an egoless expression. And when the expression becomes egoless, there's a beautiful creation. Okay. The same Shiva takes the form of Jiva, which is you. The moment he takes the form of, why he takes the form of Jiva? To experience expansion, expression, expansion, and experience. For experience, you have to take a body. You have to take a form. So you are nothing but other than Shiva experiencing the creation. When Shiva experiences his own creation, he forgets himself is Shiva and becomes Jiva. Because the creation is so beautiful. It's like an artist explaining, oh, I only did this. Then the ego comes into picture. I heard a story. There was a wonderful artist who is so famous. He is a sculptor. Okay. That sculptor, one day the Jyotishi tells him that you will die at 12 o'clock on such and such a date. The sculptor is worried. How he wants to escape death. What he does, he makes 11 statues of himself identical and keeps it in the museum and stands as the 12th statue. The servants of Yamadharmaraya come there. They are not able to find the artist. Where is he? Then they go and report to Yamadharmaraya. We are not able to find the artist. We are not able to kill. You are not able to take his soul to Yamaloka. Then Yamadharmaraya comes and he looks. He is not able to find the artist because all are 12 looking alike. Which is statue he doesn't know. Then Yamadharmaraya says, "Wow, what a wonderful creation! What a great artist, great sculptor is. But there is a defect in this sculptor. So this guy is not able to tolerate. How can be the defect in my sculpture?" He says, where is the defect? Please tell me. Yamadharmaraya says, this is the defect. The ego appears. Okay, and you die. So he captures his soul and goes away. So in Shiva's creation, entire creation, there is an egoless creation. And Shiva wants to experience the creation, he takes the ego. When he takes the ego, he forgets himself and he becomes a Jiva. Okay. Now, the Shiva also keeps some safety. If I forget myself, I have to remember myself. Then he himself says, Guru, in the form of Guru, you have to come and teach me. So Guru comes. Guru comes and teaches you. First step in life, you learn Karma Yoga. What is this Karma Yoga? How many years I have to do? How many days I have to do? And what is the benefit I'll get? Can Shiva give me guarantee that what benefit I'll get? Some certificate? So the Karma Yoga is not for getting a benefit. Karma Yoga is flowing with the creation. The entire creation is egoless. Okay? When you have ego, all your actions are desire oriented. I want this, I want this, I want this. You always want a benefit guarantee. Okay? Shiva's creation is not with a desire of something. Shiva's creation is an expression. Artist's creation is an expression. Why does the bird sing? Why does the cuckoo sing? The cuckoo sings because it's an expression. It's not because somebody is there and clapping you. It's an expression. So entire creation is expression. So you have to learn to express yourself freely. For that you have to remove your boundaries. So your whole life you are trained to be goal oriented. I want to get this. Okay, I will do this, I'll get this much money. I'll do this, I'll get this salary. I'll do this, I'll get appreciation. So you are always have a reward associated with any action. Now Karma Yoga is teaching you remove the reward from the action. Forget reward. Nobody will clap you, you did a Karma Yoga. Nobody will appreciate you, you did a Karma Yoga. Okay? Nobody will give a certificate that you did a Karma Yoga. Then your natural expression will come out. Because your boundaries of reward is removed. When your boundaries are put, you are working within a cage. Then you become a Jiva. So the cage is like your expectation of reward. Okay, I do this, this much salary will get. I do this, this will benefit I'll get. This is the promotion I'll get. So that means you are actually expecting happiness from the reward. Karma Yoga is the joy of doing. Okay, all your work in life is joy of getting. I'll get something, I'll be happy. Karma yoga is a completely reverse way. Forget about joy of getting. I don't want joy of getting. I want joy of doing. By doing this, I'll be happy. By dancing, I'll be happy. By giving a lecture, I'll be happy. By doing service, I'll be happy. Joy of doing is called karma yoga. By doing, you're putting a restriction that by joy of doing, I'll happen, this will happen to me. Then you're not joy of doing, joy of getting. Oh, I'll do karma yoga, people will come and appreciate me. Then you are looking for joy of getting. No, I'll do karma, I'll do this, then I'll get a salary. Then joy of getting. So your whole of your life, office life, family life is about joy of getting. Karma yoga is not of joy of getting. Karma yoga is joy of doing. Whatever anybody says, by doing this, I'm happy. So that doing happiness comes when the doing is your expression. Understand? You express yourself, you are happy. For example, a child is there. Okay, child is happy, just moving around like this. It's expression. You tie the child to one place, child will be very unhappy. Your unhappiness in life because you are tying yourself with the result. This will happen, I'll be happy. So you are tying all your action to getting. You are like a child. Tie the child to a chair. Child will be very unhappy because child is bound. Your expressions you are tying to a result. That's what is called karma roga, suffering. Karma yoga frees you. I am not bothered about reward. I am not bothered expectation. I am not bothered appreciation. I am only expressing myself in this. How do I express? By the service. Because why the service? The entire creation is Shiva. I am also Shiva. I am expressing my gratitude to Shiva. So there's no reward. It's not tied to getting something. You are expressing, then you fall into the Shiva's dance. Shiva's dance is the expression, egoless dance. So Shiva is dancing for the joy of dancing, not because somebody is there to clap. Shiva's dance is expansion. Shiva's dance is expression. Shiva's dance is an experience. So karma yoga is actually you're dancing with Shiva. A egoless dance. That will happen when you express yourself freely, free from all boundaries. Free from somebody appreciate me, somebody shouts at me, somebody likes me, somebody dislikes me. This is my expression. Now, the joy of doing is karma yoga. Please remember the joy of doing. No, I will do karma yoga for 5 years. Can you give me a certificate that I will get enlightenment? Then you are actually, it's not joy, it's not karma yoga. It's karma roga. You are entered in roga because you are again fallen back into your habit pattern. By getting something, I'm doing. Karma yoga is joy of doing. That you experience many times. When you are doing a hobby, so okay, people are for hobby, nobody will give you money, nobody will give you a certificate. But doing the hobby, you'll forget yourself. Your time is gone, space is gone. You are just in that. Then you have become Shiva because they are expressing yourself. Shiva doesn't know time. He's gone beyond time and space because in the dance he's forgotten himself. The dance is the expression. Can you forget yourself in some action and expression? That's called karma yoga. When you forget yourself, you're one with Shiva. The karma yoga is Shiva. No, I did karma yoga for 3 years. What is the benefit I'm getting? Okay, have I improved? Am I closer to 10 degree in enlightenment? You are missing it. When you are in karma yoga, your time and space disappears. That moment you are in Shiva. The moment you karma yoga, you come get into karma yoga. What is the benefit I am getting? So if you are really doing karma yoga, please understand the test is, if you are doing some service, you forget yourself. Your whole world is gone. No time, no space. Okay. And then no time, no space. I know me. Then why is there Shiva? Then you are in karma yoga. No, I am doing karma yoga. Then you are not doing karma yoga. Then you are doing karma roga. No, no, I am doing it for helping others. Then you are karma roga because there are no others. There's only Shiva all the time. Please understand, you are not doing service to anybody. There's nobody. There's only Shiva. Only Shiva. Only Brahman is there. Whom are you doing service? If you are doing, oh, I am doing service for that somebody else is getting benefited, then you are in karma roga because you don't understand. There is nobody. There's only Shiva. There's only consciousness everywhere. Chaitanya. So that's why for people who don't understand this, that's why the steps are told. 3 steps are told. Whatever service you do for God, because for them God is sitting somewhere. You do for God. Okay, do it for Ishvara. Fine, do it. So then, in the process of doing for Ishvara, okay, then whatever good comes or bad comes, you just accept it. Then what will happen? You are actually gradually, slowly removing him for doing something for getting some benefit. That concept you are removing. Don't do something for getting benefit. Doing it for the joy of doing. That's why he said, good comes or bad comes, just accept it. Okay, he doesn't understand this whole concept of dance of Shiva. I am also Shiva. He doesn't understand. For him, okay, step number 1, whatever comes, accept is a prasadam, good or bad. Then that's actually your reward boundaries removed. Then you say, do it for a good cause, selfless, do it as a service. Then what will happen? Your motivation, there's a motivation limitation. I will do something if I want to get happiness. I will do something if I want to get enlightenment. I will do something if somebody accepts me. That motivation is removed when you do as a service. Now, when you are doing Atmajit Satsang, for whom are you doing? Are you doing for Prabhuji? Are you doing for somebody? You are doing for the world. And world is what? Shiva, God. So the motivation becomes purified. The reward attachment becomes purified. Then you finally realize, I'm not the doer. Only Shiva is the doer. The dance, entire dance is dance of creation. Then you are one with Shiva. You don't become enlightened by doing Karma Yoga. Doing Karma Yoga is enlightenment. Every moment, if you are able to lose yourself in the service activity, your mind is gone. Okay, you are completely involved in that. Somebody shouts at you, somebody loves you, somebody hates you, somebody rewards you, somebody explains to you. You are enjoying that doing, then you are doing Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga leads to Chitta Shuddhi. No, after 10 days. No, after 15 days of doing Chitta Shuddhi. No, this moment when you do, the mind is pure. The pure mind is Karma Yoga. So, can you do an activity as a service, completely losing yourself? Forget time and space. Just like you are involved in a hobby. When you do hobby, time, space doesn't go. They exist. My daughter is an artist. Okay, when she gets an artistic thought, she'll go into the room. Some 2-3 days, she'll sit in the room and create something. She is completely lost. Time is gone, space is gone. Like that, when you do service, time, space should disappear. And then the joy of getting is gone. Joy of doing is there. That is called Karma Yoga. No, no, I want to get some happiness. I want to purify myself. Then you are putting Karma Yoga. Swami Vivekananda told Atmano Mokshartam Jagadidaya. And he practiced it really. One day, he was sitting and there were so many people are coming and telling him their problems. There is Swami Vivekananda had become very famous. 3 days people are coming in queue. They are standing and telling problems. Nobody bothers about Swami Vivekananda has eaten food or not. 3 days Swami Vivekananda didn't have sleep. 3 days Swami Vivekananda didn't have food. But he was so happy removing the suffering of the people. Jagadhitaya. Jagadhitaya is so involved in serving people. He forgets food. He forgets sleep. There was one watchman, gatekeeper, who was watching this. He is seeing Vivekananda is not taking food. At last he came with some food. I am sorry, Swami, I am a poor person. I have brought food. Can you please take it? The 3rd day, Vivekananda realized he doesn't have taken food. He eats it. That is Jagadhitaya. Jagadhitaya is not any other activity like office work. I'll do something. You do it for joy of doing. Joy of being. Jagadhitaya doesn't really result. Jagadhitaya is expression of gratitude to the existence, which is Shiva, which is you. No, I am doing service to somebody. That is foolishness. There's no somebody. Atmano Mokshartam Jagadhitaya is one single statement. There are no two. Realize myself as Shiva, inner self as Shiva, realize everything as Shiva. That is Atmano Moksha. No, I am doing service to somebody. Then you have missed it. the spirit of Atmanu Mokshartham Jagaditaya. Look at the life of Swami Vivekananda. Look at the life of Mata Amritanmayi. Okay, she has hugged crores and crores of people. What is there in hugging? Okay, once you hug, the hand will be, the joint will be paining. Okay, the doctors have come back. If somebody hugs so many times, your shoulder joint will, hand will be falling from the shoulder. But she hugs because there is no other. It's only the self, Atma. That is Jagaditaya. Jagaditaya means you are not doing service to anybody. You are doing service to yourself. You are the self. So in that, the love flows. Just one action of hugging, you're overpouring, flowing love. And Amritanandamayi, when she sits, she says sometimes 24 hours, 48 hours. Till the last person comes, she doesn't get up. Why? Because the self is coming. Will you reject yourself? She doesn't get up for biological needs. She doesn't get up for food. She doesn't get up for any needs. That is realization. Atmano Mokshartham Jagaditaya is not two separate statements patched together. It's one statement. What is the one statement? All this is Brahman. Self is Brahman, everything is Brahman. Then when you do something, when you are doing something, it becomes a job. Okay, I am working for my boss. That's a job. When you are working for yourself, is it a job? It's Karma Yoga. It's the expression of yourself. Then you are one with Shiva. So this is the meaning of Karma Yoga. Anybody has a question? Gayatri? So you started this question. From morning itself, I asked, what is Karma Yoga? So I have answered. Anybody has a question on Karma Yoga? Ashwini Shanai?
No, Guruji. It's very good. Very clear, Guruji.
Very clear. Sheetal?
Dhanyosmi Gurudeva.
Okay. Atmano Mokshartham is, Jagaditaya is not two statements patched together. It's one statement. The entire world is Brahman. Entire world is Shiva. So when you are doing service to somebody, you are not doing a favor to anybody. You are serving yourself. When you serve yourself, it's not a job. No, I did a brushing in the morning. I did a job. No, you are serving yourself. When you are doing service, you are serving yourself. When you are serving your boss, it's a job because he will give you some reward. When you service yourself, when you comb your head, who will give a reward to you? It's you. Jagaditaya is not a reward-based service. It is an expression of yourself. Express, expand, and experience. That's what Shiva's dance is. When you fall in line with that dance, you become Shiva. That's called Atmano Mokshartham Jagaditaya.
Yes, Gurudeva.
Nisha, any questions?
Nothing, Guruji. Thank you.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Kateni?
ಕರ್ಮಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗಿಂತ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಇನ್ನೆಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಗುರುಜಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿನಿತ್ಯ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ನಾವು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಅದರಿಂದನೇ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಆಯ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲೂ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ.
That's all. Nobody will give you a certificate. If you give certificate, you are working for somebody. If you are working for yourself, you are self-employed. Karma Yoga is self-employment. Do you understand?
ಅದು ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಪೂರ್ಣ ಸತ್ಯ.
Somebody says, no, I'm employed, I'm an employee, I want to be self-employed. Ultimate self-employment is called Karma Yoga. Right? When you're employed, somebody will give you reward. No. If you're self-employed, who will give reward to you? Being self-employed is a reward. Karma Yoga is self-employment. Self-expression, self-expansion, self-experience. That's called Karma Yoga. Satyalata, are you clear? Satyalata is not there. Okay, Divya, Pratibha.
Clear, uncle.
Pratibha.
Guruji.
Okay, Chandrakumari, are you clear? So Pramod and Chandrakumar joined. Please watch the video. It's in the YouTube. Okay, I told about Karma Yoga. Atmano Mokshartham